Газета «Нераскрытые преступления» представляет. В мире есть сила, порядок и закон. Когда равновесие нарушается, появляется преступление.
Belaevsky Police Station, September 2, 2015. Take off your hands. She does not want to be held. Why are you keeping her? Yulia, come over here. Put off your camera, please. Don't dare to touch the camera.
Внешне
Overall image of what was happening at Belaevsky Police Station seems to be totally absurd. It seems that these, not known to us yet individuals, set their own rules on the territory of Belaevsky Police Station. What's wrong? What's wrong? But how come such kind of a thing can take a place? What is the reason of their absolute confidence that no one can stop them? I don't care. Let it be even 10 years. I'm not afraid. Why are these three individuals are trying to protect the young woman? Maybe she is under a threat, so that these brave individuals became guards? Maybe there is an information received that a girl might be kidnapped right on the territory of police station. Leave me alone. Let me decide things on my own, please. So why then, in such a case, the girl is running away from ones who are so desperately trying to guard her? Would one try to escape in such a manner from one who protects him? So what actually happened that evening on the territory of the Belaevsky police station? It's my child. Then take her. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to protect her from you guys. It gets more interesting. Three adults are using the police station as an asylum. Who one can be hiding on the territory of the police station? More importantly, from whom? So it seems that three individuals turned one of the Ukrainian police stations into a defense fort. Maybe there were some local incidents in the city? September the 2nd daily news were looked at, and it turned out that in Belaevka things were quiet. Things are uneasy only at Belaevsky police station. It's time to find out who are these individuals. Who turned the police station into a defense spot? Antonina Yalovaya. It's my brother, my blood brother, the closest person. I am Yalovaya Anatoly Petrovich. Should I show my passport? Nothing is clear. Why family fight is happening at a police station? I was bringing her up for 20 years. For whom? For you? Am I an idiot or what? I don't get this. What is the reason of the family of Yalovaya guarding their daughter at the police station is not clear for now. Who is being a threat to their daughter? If you don't mind, you leaving it. Sure. Here is in the video there is an attorney Tarasenko and Panchenko. They are all lawyers, educated, so it seems that I am an idiot. Videotape is being done by Unsolved Crimes newspaper correspondent Alexei Samsonov. Here is one more important thing. A young woman, which has been so desperately guarded from an unknown yet threat, is a part-time correspondent of the newspaper Unsolved Crimes. So here is Yulia Yalovaya. It seems that the family of Yalovaya is trying to rescue our part-time correspondent from two attorneys. Frankly, as for this minute, situation seems to be absurd. There were several people in front of me. I would say in a loaded, controlled and directed frame of mind. I mean, so what? They did not hear. I mean, they were ready to attack and started attacking immediately. Take a look at the behavior of Yalovaya's mother. She yelled that there is no agreement with an attorney, that her daughter will not be signing anything, that she's against. Documents were pulled out of the hands, torn and thrown away. After several minutes, father of Yalovaya hurled himself to correspondent Alexei Samsonov and hit the camera. Since I was standing in the corridor passage, I thought he was rushing through the corridor, so I didn't react in time. So the father rushed to me, he hit the camera, the hit got right on the lens. Afterward, I got hit by camera and was pushed several steps back. Hysteria of the parents passed the borders of legitimacy. Yulia Yalovaya's parents actually did choose not the best place to trespass the law. Let me remind that all this is happening at the police station in front of the eyewitnesses. Probably at that time, Yalovaya's parents did not really stop to think about possible consequences. Overt behavior of parents was raising more and more questions. In order to get an expert opinion, we got in touch with an independent legal expert with a PhD in medical sciences, Mikhail Ilyich Vigdorchik. What are you talking about? What? Subject 1 is a man, second one is a woman. Their behavior is markedly aggressive. I cannot say that they are in a state of affect. They don't have any characteristics of it. They think of themselves to be right in the regard to what is happening. I don't care. Let it be even 10 years. I'm not afraid. Usually, this type of behavior is observed when one has a certain relationship with the police officers around, or if one is an ingrained recidivist who doesn't really care. To be honest, these people do not look like recidivists. Besides, Yalovaya's father is quite a successful businessman, which means that those people had some connections with police station officers who guaranteed them impunity of their acts. It has to be pointed out that the head of Belaevskaya police station cannot be together with them. Our attorneys give testimony on this account. He was in the referee's role, trying to calm down parents. He called an investigator so that all statements are taken away and that claims are written. Right the next day, there was an organized investigative activity. Investigator was examining witnesses and victims. Please, leave me alone. The only thing I want is to be able to make decisions on my own. I prohibit my child to make decisions on her own without my... Words such as "I prohibit my child to make decisions on her own" were said after some thinking. I mean, he heard this phrase before, and it had to be like, you as a father can prohibit your daughter's participation. Or for example, you can't be just looking when she is being allured to enter a sect and so on. I think this kind of tension, aggression and confidence that he is right, in my point of view, is not spontaneous by itself. It has to be triggered by one, by a person or by a group. I stay at my working place as much as I think I need. Well done, well done. Statement of the subject 2, well done, also testifies that this kind of things someone told her before. There are too many things which look like imposed ones, in order to eliminate overt influence beforehand. So in this case, can we conclude that 1. There was a certain overt influence, 2. That there was an instruction or a notice about possible behavior? Yes. Mikhail Vigdorchik, would you mind telling whether it is possible to conclude, to presume about who was the initiator of this incident, subject 1 or subject 2? It is likely that the initiator was the subject 2, and the subject 1 was just used like a ramp. The mother was the one who initiated this, and then two of them maybe were told about the way to react. It gets really interesting. It seems the mother was the initiator of this whole incident. However, at the same time, Antonina Ivanovna is a math teacher. How could it be that a rural teacher initiated several offenses? It is hard to imagine the reasons of Antonina Yalovaya's this kind of behavior. Question which comes to mind is how far this person might go. That day, the act of Antonina Yalovaya had erased everything good she tried to do for her daughter for 19 years. Antonina Ivanovna consciously filed a police report against her only daughter. I received a police report from, what was your name? It was from me. What is your name and middle name? I am the mother. This was the reason that whole family of Yalovых spent all evening in the Belaevskaya police station. Now it is clear why Yulia Yalovaya was trying to run away. She regarded her mother's act as a betrayal. Take a look at the behavior of Antonina Ivanovna. She doesn't feel remorse. Besides, it seems like she's proud of her act. So what if I filed a false police report? So what? What? From 3 to 4 years? Who are you trying to scare? I don't care, even 10. Just in front of your eyes, Antonina Ivanovna confessed that her police report that she filed against her daughter was a false one. To sum up, the report that Antonina Yalovaya made was about that her daughter allegedly works in an illegal organization which pumps in drugs to its employers and prepares them for prostitution outside of Ukraine. I, as a daughter, find it quite hard to judge my mother's act, since a real mother who wishes happiness and the best for her daughter would have never acted this way. Even animals love their cubs and take care of them, and no one files false police reports against each other. It seems that Antonina Yalovaya organized all this incident just like that. There are no facts and evidences. One single police report triggered uncontrollable behavior. Let's take a look at the criminal offenses which has triggered rural teacher Antonina Yalovaya. Right on the spot, I'd written 2 criminal offense statements. One is an interference in attorney's activity, second is an interference in journalistic activity. How is this possible? Rural math teacher, betrayer, initiator of the several offenses, and all of this is one person, Antonina Yalovaya. After criminal proceedings, even her husband understood that he was used just like a ram. She slandered her daughter and people that she works with together now. Father of Yulia Yalovaya realized that his wife had misled him and put him under the criminal code. The next day there was a meeting. Parents wanted to make a public apology. If I'm wrong in something, now I see you and I'm talking to you. If I'm wrong in something, if you think that I made a slander, I do apologize. It has to be pointed out that Anatoly Petrovich acted like a real man. He admitted his mistakes and apologized for his behavior several times. I apologize once again. I really did not know. If I had seen you, I would have not acted that way. Now I'm eased. But the mother could not find the right words. It is an indicator that Antonina Yalovaya still thinks that she is right. She is ready to defend her point of view without any factual evidence. And as it seems now, it is much more important for her than saving her own family. Editorialship of our newspaper had an expert opinion talk with Dr. Vasily Chaikin. We asked his opinion on how could things have been in similar cases. They tried to show a child who is the head of the family. We are the head, and we can have a say over you. Not helping you. That's what's important. not helping you to resolve the situation happened on your own, so that after receiving some advice, you as an adult can decide for yourself. But we are the one who decide your life. This is one. Second thing is that after they acted this way, when things got settled, all this hate and all that, so they start realizing consciously of what they have done, that they have made a huge mistake. Parents become like children. They start crying, they apologize, we will take the police report back. But what are the consequences of this? Consequences are that the child starts to copy their parents. So now I'm gonna show how the things has to be done. Everything happened exactly this way. Right the next day, Yulia Yalovaya filed a police report against her mother, stating that she filed a false report against her. Corresponding data was included in the database. This is not the first time when police station officers act operatively and include the data in the database. However, if the consequences of Antonina Yalovaya's acts are looked at, certainly the most crushing for her as a mother is the videotape of her daughter, Yulia Yalovaya. Mom, honestly, I don't know what to tell you. Just look at my eyes, look at the way they are shining. Look at how happy I am. Don't you see that? Why everyone around believes me, supports me, except one, the most close person, woman which has given me a life. From this point on, I'm not sure that you are the closest person. You say that you lost your child. You lost it at the very moment when you filed a false police report on him. Moreover, it seems that the family of Yalovых is on the brink of breakup. Situation of Anatoly Yalovych Petrovich can be understood. How can one live with a woman who betrayed everyone whom she called the closest and dear ones? As you see, under the guise of a rural teacher, there's an offender who is able to file a false police report, initiator of several criminal offenses, and a betrayer. She betrayed her daughter and has put her husband under the criminal code. If Antonina Yalovaya will not stop, it is very likely that she will be facing a judicial verdict as a dismissal from the work and a lonely senility. Each man makes a mistake, but only a fool is persistent in his mistakes. Aristotle.